What's up, everybody? It's the Frontz here again. We're back in Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. We're about to hear from this boy, letting me know what his rebuttal is going to be and how he's going to try and talk himself out of the murder. Which obviously, if you watched the first episode, you know he is the actual murderer. Which, yeah, that is what it is. But we are about to find out what he has to say. Let's continue on. That thief ran into should you be a real suspect, wouldn't you say? We should be out there looking for thieves right now. They might still be nearby. I hate to repeat myself, but as I've always said, I've been training in my room. And when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down at criminal affairs. So I can't be expected to know what happened around the time here after I left. This dude's lying. So, you think you should be out there looking for the thief? Of course, now isn't that time to be wasting time on dead-end discussion? I don't think it is at all dead-end. I find your alibi to be fascinating. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? Dude, you're gonna get caught. I know he's lying. I know he was here, at the scene of the crime. I just have to find a way to prove it. Alright. Nothing here. I'd say yeah. We just press. Hold it. Why didn't you go there with Mr. Faith? Ah, that's because he said he was tired and was going to take a quick nap. Bull. You know that's how sofas in the hallway. Those sofas in the hallway. He likes to sleep on those. It's one of his habits. And what of the evidence he brought? There were things related to yesterday's case. Just 2 items and a gun and a pendant. Dude, you just like sunk yourself. Interesting. This piece of testimony seems too crucial to let slip through the cracks. I guess these aren't usable anymore. Only 2 pieces. I believe the proper phrase here is you fail. Excuse me? You fail as a prosecutor, Mr. Portsman, as you intend to keep evidence hidden from me. What are you talking about? I haven't hidden anything from you. Well, here's a piece I think you should read carefully. 3 pieces, boy. As I said, it says that Mr. Faith was bringing 3 pieces. Yes, and this is the victim's real dying message to you, Mr. Portsman. I'm sorry, wrong voice. I can't believe, do you get tripped up by something simple with arithmetic? Where is the missing piece of evidence? You have it, don't you? Only the guilty would make such a face. Detective Gumshoes? Yeah, you don't have to say it, sir. I'll pat the guy down right from head to toe. What? Don't come anywhere closer. I'm warning you. This is all part of the investigation, pal, so don't even think about stopping me. No! Hey, what's this? He had this on him, sir? Oh, he had this on him, sir. The tape. Despite what you said, it would appear that you do have something to hide. But why would you hide something like that? There's only one reason why anyone would hide evidence of this caliber. Because it would unequivocally point to that person himself as the real killer. Let's examine this videotape in little more detail. For the section of the tape that will drive the last nail in his coffin. Oh my goodness. Can I flip this thing? Oh, what is that? Ah, that is blood, isn't it? Yes, and I believe that it is what the good prosecutors are trying to hide from us. This blood is still fresh. You mean this might be Detective Faith's blood? No, you got it all wrong. No amount of denial can save you. We have but to run a blood test to find the truth. You told us that you had received evidence from the victim earlier. Now you will tell us when and how did the victim's blood find its way onto this video. Yeah, that's totally suspicious. Was it at this moment of the death? Did Detective Faith have this videotape on his person when you killed him? You know very well there's no way to prove that. Not even if we were to examine this tape for fingerprints. If I had to take a guess, I'd say that the only one on here would belong to the murderous one. You, murderous you, and Mr. Faith. No! Impossible! He swallowed the metal. Okay. March 14th, 5:07 a.m. High Prosecutor's Office, Room 1202. Master Portman has been placed under arrest for the murder of Detective Buddy Faith, sir. Very good. And the result we got back from the lab text on the tape turned out to be a real solid truth, sir. The blood work came back and it was definitely Mr. Faith's blood out there. And as a bonus, they were able to lift a few of Mr. Faith's fingerprints as well. Thank goodness for you very good, Mr. Edgeworth. I still can't believe I got to see your cool deduction skills outside the courtroom. I'm impressed beyond words, sir. It was nothing. I'm just sorry you got caught up in a murder in my office. Please accept my apologies. It was nothing really compared to what I've been through, I mean. I consider myself very lucky that it was only a burglary and murder this time, sir. If I had been hold up or a hostage situation, I'd have thrown my hands up in the air. I think I'm finally rising up from a goddess of misfortune to just an unlucky person. Something tells me we should have hired a different person to security detail. You don't say, Mr. Edgeworth, you don't say. You know something, sir? That Mr. Portsman really was one corrupt prosecutor. And why would you say corrupt? Well, I heard that there were a number of suspicious things related to this court case. There's even rumors about how some of the evidence he uses is forged, sir. Forged evidence, huh? And they say that even he decided not to prosecute a few cases just for some really vague reasons. Oh, that guy was a complete disgrace to the entire profession. We never did get around to asking what his reason was breaking into my office. Yeah, whatever he got near the topic, he just clammed up. Although we can pretty be certain it was to steal something. That's just between you and me, sir, but there's a rumor that some sort of huge organization is involved behind these scenes. Oh, well. With Mr. Portsman now willing to divulge anything, I'd certainly lend credence to that rumor. It would seem that we haven't heard the last of this. Huh? That Mr. Portsman isn't the bad guy? I didn't say that, but rather that there are so many more mysteries for us to solve. For example, we still haven't figured out the significance of the piece of evidence. And that evidence would be the gun? I don't even know what the evidence would be. What would that evidence be? What evidence? The only evidence I like, the police badge? No. Secret safe? No, it wouldn't be the door. There's nothing over here. That's already done. Get that out of here. The safe. Is it that? No, it has to be the file. The person who stole this file, the other villain of the night. Yeah, I wonder who it was. And what happened to the stolen pages? I wonder, Who in the world was it that held me up at gunpoint? Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Yes? I came across this while I was processing my office earlier, sir. This card. What is it, sir? Is that a bird or something on that? It's not just any bird. It's the mark of the raven, a three-legged raven. Even you should know what it is, detective. Oh, it's about that thing, isn't it? The great thief everyone's talking about. Yes, it is the mark of the great thief Yatagarasuri. Under the mark of the legendary bird, Yatagarasuri is noble to the end, a modern Robin Hood. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasuri appears and vanishes at will. Though we do not know much about the thief's ultimate goal, we do know that the targets the Yatagarasuri likes to find and make them public evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. The thief is always performed in silence and always with perfection. Once a target is chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement is sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation is infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found is sent out to a mass media, along with this single card. Although it has been a while since the Yatagarasuri's last appearance. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, look, something written on the back. What? Let me see. It's the location of where the thief put the stolen files. So, the person who stole the content of the file was the Yatagarasuri. I'm saying that wrong, I do not care. Yatagarasuri organization, quite a few key words are popping up in this mystery. The murder in my office. The return of the great thief, Yatagarasuri. Looking back, I can say I didn't see this event coming. For they were heralded by the incidents that began to occur 2 days ago. The end. Woo boy, what a way to finish that investigation. The Turnabout Airlines. Yeah. So, hope it doesn't start the Turnabout Airlines yet. So, what really happened on this murder? I'm actually going to read this out. Jaquez Portsman wanted to steal something from Miles Edgeworth's office. He knew Edgeworth was out, but he didn't have the key to his door. Thus, he hatched a plan. He moved his basketball hoop outside Miles' office and swapped the room plates, then requested Maggie Bird, the security guard on shift at the time, to open the door from him. Maggie, not knowing that it was Edgeworth's door, opened it with the master key. Portsman entered and started searching, looking through the files, which he rearranged wrongly afterwards as the secret safe. At this time, Portsman's partner, Buddy Faith, arrived at the hallway, bringing with him 3 pieces of evidence. The Portsmans requested a gun, a pendant, and a tape. Finding that Portsman wasn't in his office, he left a note for him under the door. However, he suddenly heard noises coming from Edgeworth's office next door, in the office whose occupant was out at the time. Suspecting a thief, he grabbed the master key from the guard booth and entered the office, only to catch his partner red-handed. After a brief conversation, Portman snatched Faith's gun from him and shot him, silencing the sole witness to his crime. However, Faith's blood splattered onto the tape that Faith was holding. Thinking quickly, Portsman wrote Gumshoe's name in Faith's blood to pin the crime on him. I honestly don't know how he thought that was actually going to work. Because, honestly, you shoot somebody in the stomach, they're probably not going to have time, and he was not going to have time to let this guy sit there and come over and write Gumshoe's name. He was going to sit there and watch this guy die. Come on. So, he took the bloodstained tape from Faith with him. He requested that Maggie close the door for him. Maggie, who couldn't find the master key, pretended to lock Edward's door with his key. Once Maggie left, Portsman wiped the doorknob clean and concealed his presence there and returned the master key to the... He should have known, actually, when he went to wipe the handle, that the door was still unlocked. That doesn't make any sense there. The door still was unlocked. As soon as he goes to wipe the thing, he should have felt that the door was unlocked still. And returned the master key to the guard booth before going down to criminal affairs to establish his alibi. Sometimes later, Another thief came to steal something from Edgeworth's office and found that the door was unlocked and helped himself in. Though they found Faith's body, they ignored it and stole the O series files. Then were looking for rearranging them correctly in the process. This is when Edgeworth returned to his office, hearing Edgeworth coming in. The thief here entering entering his office. Edgeworth was greeted by the smell of blood and quickly discovered Faith's body, but was suddenly held at gunpoint by the thief. Assuming this person was the murderer, Edgeworth vowed that no one would get away with the murder in his office. In response, the thief turned and fired around, almost hitting Edgeworth's jacket, but knocking its frame down instead. The thief then escaped, taking some pages from the file and leaving it under the sofa in the hallway. Edgeworth then called the authorities to report the murder, and this dude was sent away. And we now know that the Master Thief is back in play. I have not played all the way through all the other ones, so yeah. This is going to be very fun. That is going to be all for this one. If I finish up, we're going to start the Turnabout Airlines on the next episode. And that will be that. Until then, my name is Frontz, and I'll see you guys later.